Good morning, or shall I say afternoon? A little bit between both. Um, Hope everybody is doing well this Saturday morning as we kick off our weekend to do, uh, truthfully, whatever we want to do, I guess. Some people may have a free weekend, some may not. Um, I know I dedicated this weekend to actually doing more things to my channel. Um, yeah, uh, just to get it a little bit better. Of course, there's always more we can do. But also not realizing, like, really thinking that I studied beforehand for this and realizing, baby, there's a lot I need to know. Hey, Miss Lady T. Dixon, how are you doing this morning? Pray you're doing well and rested all well. I actually did get some sleep last night, even though I stayed up late. But the night before, was it Thursday night? My daughter didn't go to bed until 4. No, I'm sorry, 3. I'm gonna tell the truth, my baby. 2:49 a.m. and that was after medication. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was totally thrown off yesterday. I feel like I lost the whole day. Hey, Mr. Nas, thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Jaden, thank you so much for coming in. The beauty about that, guys, is truthfully, I was looking at my analytics and I think it's 51% women and 49% men. And I was like, yay, I got an even balance that may not matter to some, but it matters to me because I think that it requires all of us, male, female, uh, non-binary, everybody to come together and make a difference in this world. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, um, and hopefully I invited someone to come into the chat. So hopefully she lets me know when she's here so I can pull her up. But I always like to do positive before a negative, and then, hey, amazing Maisie, how are you? Are you doing any sunbathing this morning? I always like to do a positive before a negative, and sometimes a negative doesn't have to necessarily be considered a negative, like it's a bad thing, because sometimes, I may have two negatives make a positive. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of fix some things or correct some things or help somebody else not to make some of the same mistakes that you made. Good morning. And so I was sitting here thinking about YouTube Thursday. Truthfully, this entire week I've thought about like YouTube and what do I bring to YouTube? What does this platform bring to YouTube? What do I want it to look like? And this is all after a month of, hey, Princess Lizzie, how are you, sweet girl? Hey, CeeLo. What do I want it to look like? Going forward. Like I knew what I want the platform to look like, but how do I get the platform out to the world? So my mind has been on that, because even after Thursday's live, I've still had people reaching out to me, and I was like, whoa, God, okay, so this is an area that we really do need to have more conversations about. Mr. Nas says, if you get a diarrhea, you take that terrible medicine before you recover. So negative, then positive. I guess if you want to look at it like that. Andre says negative are just opportunities for development. Exactly. And so I was thinking about like what was my target audience? And the truth, the target audience is the world. And that may sound so like, girl, you lost your mind. But no, like I really want to make a difference in the world. I know that is my soul's purpose. I know that God is like giving me the courage to speak out on things that others may be ashamed of, or to make things that were once shameful cool again, or cool, or okay. I've always been that way. Even in high school, elementary school, I didn't have a group of kids. It was never like the sitting with the cool kids or sitting with the no, I sit with everybody because I've always been that way, and I wasn't raised to see anything different. And when I had my daughter, that just kind of I learned more terminology to use to be able to be broader in my conversations with everyone, and not just a particular sector of people, and how to respect people, and how some things that we were even raised to say or taught to say was no longer okay. Um, Princess Lizzie says there are always going to be haters, but you have to ignore them and keep grinding. And you know what? So something I tell my daughter, Princess Lizzie, is I don't believe in haters. Um, and I know our generation, I think, probably started, the haters gonna hate. Um, but I don't believe I don't give attention to someone that puts forth negativity, if that makes sense. So I don't believe in haters. Like, I don't even believe, and I know there's people that probably don't like me, but it's okay. And if they say, I don't like you, okay. Like, is it something I'm supposed to do with it? God bless you. You just get to a point that you have to not worry. Good morning, the Ann's family. How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. He said, darn it, I'm behind time. Yeah. I refuse to give that much attention to something. And I think when we categorize people as they're hating on me, or they're haters, or they just, you know, that's energy that I could be using to do something different with my channel. So yeah, or even with life. So yeah, no, if I don't feel loved or comfortable in a situation, I um leave unless God said stay. And if God said stay, then you stuck with me. But what I did want to talk about today, because there's so many things that I can't talk about. When I started YouTube, I actually caught myself really researching, thinking that I knew pretty much everything that I would need, how to get started. Yeah, I was ready. And the very first day, May 10th, it was Mother's Day, I couldn't even figure out how to upload a video. I was like, what in the world? And then I'm listening to all these people that says they do things through what do you call it? All these free apps. And I'm like, how are y'all doing that? Because like the free part doesn't allow you to um that's true, mom. You learn along the way. Yes. Kind of like parenting, huh? The free stuff that they do allow you to do is like, I can't work like that. Like, I can't. Like, I don't want to have to count up my hours. I don't want to have to. That's just one more thing for me to do. And trying to figure out, graphics and thumbnails, and before, like, I make my own thumbnails. Thank God. I can honestly say that YouTube has taught me a lot of things in this last month that I just didn't know that I needed, and I'm grateful for it. I think it'll take me far. But let me just reach out to make sure she's coming in. Because there's someone that started 2 weeks before me, and we were kind of on the same level. And I just so we always ended up somehow in the same chat or the same page, channel, however we call it here. Still working on terminology. And I listened to a lot of her videos yesterday, and I realized how much we have in common. And not just that we have in common. Thank you so much, Ann's family. Oh, she's here. Hey, sugar. Let me put the link in. Okay, so I'm gonna put this link in, and you just click the link. If you're on your laptop, for sure. Phone, I'm not. I don't know how it really works, but you click the link, and it'll bring you up. And then I can take it from there. But we started around. She started like 2 weeks before me, but I remember just her grind and always seeing her. And she has this real beautiful spirit. And so I was looking, I don't know how I got on, thank you so much, Ann's family. I don't know how I got on not Facebook, YouTube that particular day. Probably was working on a page, and I saw her video that said 1K in 27 days. And I was just like, what? I remember when we were both da 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 da. And it was like I had made 1K, and I was just super excited, like, yes, yes, go, go, go. And so she's not only made 1K, but she's at 2K now and helping other people. And it's just like, girl, you cutting up. You're cutting up. And so that's some of the positive sides. So I have 5 things that I will say that I have gained. Unexpected surprises, like things I didn't think about would occur, whether with YouTube and being a content creator. And so I'm gonna go with them backwards. Okay, I'm gonna let Rose on. Hi, Rose.
Hi, darling.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am good. I am good.
Oh
I
gosh,
literally,
cool.
huh?
I said this is so cool.
Yeah. So we're still learning piece by piece. I was going to share the 5 things that I have gained from YouTube that I didn't. Sis, delete the stream link. It's dangerous.
Sorry, my hair is a mess.
To keep it left. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. Now how do I delete it? Okay, thank you. Well, no, that's not what I want to do either. I'll figure it out.
I like your nails.
Girl, you already know. The Corona nails.
Yeah.
Yes, the Corona nails.
Oh my god, that's funny. I did not get to shower, so I look like a mess. Sorry, guys.
Girl,
I've been on the grind. I slept at like 5 a.m. last night because I was grinding, and then I slept for like 4 or 5 hours. So
yeah, you've been, but yeah, I'm just
okay. I can't see. Wait, hold on.
Let me push
okay,
it.
Okay, so I can see the chat now.
You just have to mute your
yeah, I muted it. You guys, Iseashia is a freaking beast. She's a beast.
Cut it out. No, that's you.
No.
That is you.
And not only like whoever's in the chat, Mr. Nas and like the Ann's family, like you guys are so blessed to have Iseashia because she is so genuine. She's always on my live streams. She's always supporting me, and she's always leaving genuine comments. It's like to be honest, I've never seen anyone like that genuine on YouTube.
Aw.
No, I'm being serious. So it's honestly awesome. Like you are an amazing.
You are too, though. You are. I'm trying to make sure I spoke to everybody. CeeLo, Jaden, yeah. So you can tell me what you think about this list, and if your list is a little different, but I think it was cool just considering, like I told them, you started, I think, April 27th. I started May 10th.
May 10th? Okay, I started April 25th. That's when I posted my first video.
Yeah, and so I just remember when I came on the scene, we would kind of be in the same with chats, and then I noticed you just excel, and I got excited, like I hit 1K, and then when I saw you hit 2K, I was like, go ahead then, girl, just super excited. And then last night which the newer videos, I would catch them immediately and go ahead and watch them. But I had an opportunity to listen to some of the older videos and to hear, especially the one about mental health awareness. And I was like, yeah, we got to collab, because here I'm saying the exact same words that you're saying. And I'm just
Yeah.
thinking it's applying to me and my culture, but it seems to be something that is in all cultures. So yeah, we won't get into that today because we
Yeah.
had a long topic Thursday on the live, but it ended up really
Yeah.
well because
Yeah, and like I finished medical school too.
mhm,
And so, I'm studying for my MD boards, and I really do feel like psychiatry is something that like is calling my name. Psychiatry and family medicine.
mhm,
So I think like the long-term patient care is really important to me, and just like mental health in general. I want to break the stigma in like cultures that are like so taboo with like, having a mental illness or being depressed or having anxiety.
yeah.
There's a lot of different illnesses like ADHD and like all of that. So it's really like important to, raise awareness on all of those things.
Yes,
And I'm
I
really
agree.
passionate about it.
I agree. And I think if anybody that's been in the chat regularly, they would probably say, "Oh my God, I see what she's talking about." Yeah. We had a 3-hour live Thursday talking about
Oh,
ADHD and autism.
oh shoot,
Um,
really?
Yeah, and there was a mom. There were 3 autism moms in my chat, and I was like, "You what?" Because I'm an autism mom, and
Right, right,
so
right,
that was pretty cool to meet. And the topic was ADHD and being and adulting with it, because I do have ADHD.
right, right,
Um,
right.
and so yeah, it was good. But when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, we got to come together,"
Yeah,
like, because I didn't think here. I was just thinking it's just our community, our community. We're not getting what we need, and then to hear Thursday about Jamaica not having things that were needed for children with autism, and it not really been accepted. And then even thinking about how in the South we're still so behind when it comes to autism. Like there are certain states that if you have a child with autism, you really need to live in those states, California being one.
right.
Really get it. So yeah, CeeLo said 3-hour live, no refreshments or snacks, but it was a very good chat. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I do thank you for being there and being a part of the conversation,
Oh,
because y'all do make the conversation go. So I'm gonna do my list backwards and then you tell me. I was just saying how I didn't want to do, like, there's some things I can point out, like I wish I had have known.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you think you studied up, and then when you get in here, it's like, oh, I ain't know nothing,
Right, right.
like I'm still trying to figure out how to go live without having to pay monthly for it.
So
you
why are you being live? What?
Yeah, because so that it can be cute, the page needs to look cute.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Just
Girl, you do not need that.
um
But this is really
I
cute.
got you. Dre said, "Hello, we're going to DoorDash you something next time."
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, isn't StreamYards free? I'm
So
thinking
it's free
it's
if you use 20 hours a month, which I stream how many days a week? 3 days a week. And so my 20 would be gone, as well as you don't get all of the bells and whistles of banners and
oh, gotcha.
yeah, all that
Is
extra
it
stuff,
expensive? Like how
like
much is it to
putting
get
that
the
up
package?
or
Oh, that's cool.
am I going?
You can like add little stuff, yeah. You
Mhm.
know what? You should try what do I use? I use OBS live stream.
Somebody else said that OBS was pretty well, they said it was hard, but
Whatever. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan. I haven't tried this. I actually signed up for it yesterday, StreamYard, but
mhm,
um, I don't know. I'll probably just stay with OBS. I just like having OBS because then I can leave the screen with like a screensaver so that I can leave the laptop.
mhm,
You know what I mean? Or like I
mhm,
can use the laptop with it like being like a screen, like if I'm doing a
mhm.
silent grind. But other than that, like I use the YouTube live and it works fine.
Yeah, I learned today about Streamlab, so I'm gonna check into it
Yeah.
as well. And
Okay, what was this list you were talking about?
so my list is 5 things that, or 5 unexpected surprises that I got from YouTube. So
Okay.
came to YouTube without any expectations. My thought truly was that I would be bringing commentary to the table and
Yeah.
just talking about life. So
Right.
I'm going to go from 5 down to 1. So the fifth
Okay.
thing that I have is um, a platform that was created to help others, but I always walk away feeling better. Like it was intended for other people to bring awareness, to remove any shame that is on something, or a stigma or something, just raising awareness. And we, like, one night we talked about grief, and I think everybody walked away with something, but I know that I did. I walked away feeling real light, and I was like, man, like every time, even there's some days where I felt like, oh, I don't feel like it, and then I'll get on and it's like,
Yeah, I can add to that. Yeah. I
okay.
definitely did not expect that either because
Yes.
when you go, especially if you live stream, you guys, if you are in here right now, try live streaming. It is so awesome. Not only are you on YouTube, but like you're connecting on a different level than like just like commenting or watching someone's video. Like you're actually seeing that person. You're seeing their face, you're seeing their reactions, you're seeing their like voice, you're hearing their voice. I never expected anything. I didn't even know live streaming was a thing on YouTube. Like I knew nothing about YouTube until like I just kind of jumped in.
Mm-hmm.
Guys. So I agree with you. Like you definitely get in a lot more than you realize. Like
Mm-hmm.
you meet so many amazing people. Like I would have never met you, Aisha, if it wasn't for you.
Right.
There'd be no way. There would be
Right.
no point blank. I
Right.
would have met like half the people that I've met, like, and all of them are so amazing. They all bring different things to the table. They're all beautiful people. I've met so many amazing women. Mishana's in the live stream. That's
Hi, Miss Shauna.
Mishana.
Yeah,
Um,
we connected. I was like, oh, she's so beautiful, and just her
Mishana's
spirit is so bright.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's also part of the VIP squad. But yeah, so it's cool because you meet people that you would never would have. And
Right.
connect with people. And then, when people genuinely watch your videos, like obviously I get it. Like we're all hustling and we're all like, there's a lot of people we're hustling with and connecting with, and
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to catch up with everyone's videos. Like it's impossible at one
Right.
point. But the people that you do, like, you are consistent with and you regularly watch their videos, like it's nice to like see their comments on your videos and like their feedback. Like, so you definitely get more than you think. So I agree
Yes.
with number 5. I agree.
Yes. And then let's see, for number 4, I said I have skills that I never thought I needed,
Oh my gosh, yes.
and I actually love doing it.
Yes.
So, like, I never thought, before YouTube, I didn't even know what a thumbnail was.
I didn't know
Uh,
what editing was. I didn't know how to edit or cut or like
yeah,
play around. Oh my gosh, agreed.
yeah.
100%.
And the crazy thing is, I will say this, like, because I have a son that plays football,
Yeah.
instead of me taking pictures, I would always video record the entire game, and then I would go back and take still shots from
Yeah.
the videos. And so I didn't know that was considered editing. Like that's
Yeah.
just what I
Right.
did to get, or I would take, record stuff and try to get perfect moments out of it or whatever, but didn't know that there was a
Exactly.
little bit of editing. So yeah, I can edit the bootleg way. I still hadn't figured out how to edit on YouTube. Hi Derek, thank you for coming in.
Hi, Derek. What's up?
It's been
Agreed. The editing, I never knew I could edit until I started it, and I was like, wow, I'm actually decent at this.
and then you find yourself loving it. Like my husband,
Yeah.
he'll be like, okay, but wait, you getting carried away. I'm like, oh really?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was cute. So yeah,
And you kind of go overboard. Everyone's like, okay, chill out.
yeah. I think I have one about being stressed or overwhelmed or something, and I just got all type of stuff on there, and I was like, Lord, that's probably the worst thumbnail I ever made.
Hilarious.
So number 3 for me is a way to fulfill my soul's purpose. So I've always felt that like God created me to talk, because that's the one thing I always got in trouble for. But I'm very passionate about things, and those things that I'm passionate about, I will speak up about them. No matter how shy the president of the United States can be in the room, but if it's something that I know that somebody needs, and it doesn't even have to be my need, but
Yeah.
especially the disability community or the different ability community, I I'll go hard, like for
Yeah.
anybody. And
You
so,
gotta find your voice on YouTube.
yes, yes, definitely find your voice.
Like,
Find
but
an audience
every
for your
video
voice.
that you start making, you feel more comfortable.
And you find like an audience for your voice. Like
Yeah.
again, like I said with the video Thursday, for the people to reach out and just be open and honest about what they were going through. It was like, wow, okay, so I am going in the right direction.
Direction, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
because you'll start to question it. Well, not question it, because I know slow and steady wins the race, and um, I start to wonder, if I can do something different, but I know consistency is key, which I try to be very consistent about the days that I come on. I also know that being welcoming and accepting everybody, and that some of the conversations, like I don't even know how this became the mission statement, but I guess I am gonna go back and change it. But like, I really want this platform to be a safe place for us to have uncomfortable but necessary conversations with love and respect. You know, I,
Great.
I could have the grand wizard of the KKK on the other side. As long as we can have a respectful conversation, I'm okay with it. Like,
Yep,
let's talk. Let's
agreed.
talk about it, because that's the only thing that's gonna make stuff change. It's like real at the table dialogue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's important because we have this platform, so
Yes.
speaking up and just talking about things that you're passionate about. Because I
Yes.
feel like that's what's gonna resonate with your audience.
Yes.
And
Yes.
also, like, Aisha, do you have the community tab, right?
hmm I
Doesn't
don't use it much though.
You don't use it? Yeah. I started using it now. Take advantage of it. It's actually really good. Like, people will go on there. I've done polls on there. I've done just like my own pictures on there.
Mhm.
It's cool. It's kind of cool like that. It's kind of like that Instagram vibe a little bit. Not really, but it's different. So definitely take advantage
Yeah,
of
I've
that.
posted once, maybe, just because I can't do anything live. Um,
Yeah. So I think just
hey,
try
pretty chocolate girl. Yeah, definitely, I
that.
will. Um, I
There's
wanted to
a
post
couple
something
of new
yesterday.
faces I'm not really familiar with.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, guys, make sure you get connected with Rose. Hold on, I can fix that.
Guys, what
Okay,
is going
you
on?
can share. You can go to click over to the YouTube. You'll still be in here. Um, just don't exit out of this screen, and you can share your.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
Actually, I can do it. I don't know what I
Okay.
was thinking. Um, so community tab.
Yeah.
I was getting ready. I got to make myself a reminder. Um, and so would I be able to put the polls on there if I
Yeah.
can't share live, even though I can't share live videos yet?
You
Like, share.
can just do like polls like, oh, what do you guys want to see from me? Or just
Okay,
like those type of polls, yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, so I mean it gives it a little bit of like flair. It's a little different. I like it.
Yeah,
I didn't like it in the beginning. I wasn't really fond of it. But then when I started posting on there a little bit here and there, I was like, okay, this is not too bad.
yeah. That kind of gives you the instant, and that's the other part. Like before this, I was not big on Instagram or Twitter. Now YouTube, yeah. Uh,
That's
Hello.
funny because I was big on Instagram, not on Twitter, but on Instagram, and now I'm like on YouTube. But you know what's really important? What was I gonna say? Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. Shoot.
It happens to the best of us. I got you. I guess I should probably should put your name with it.
Oh,
But
you're dropping the link.
if you are not connected with Rose, please do. Um, this young lady has definitely grown her channel in what a matter of, so it's been
It's been 7 weeks now.
7 weeks. That's amazing. And how much sleep have you lost?
Oh, girl, so much. I'm being honest.
I try to tell my husband, it's like, babe, and then because some of our people are like really on different time zone, like 6,
Yeah,
7, 8 hours away.
everyone's on different time zones. Insane.
Yeah, it is real.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys aren't connected with Rose, please do.
Yes, guys, connect with me.
It still didn't do the line. I'm kind of bothered. Okay. Somebody in the chat, will you check it for me? And if it doesn't connect, I can check it myself. Let me think about that. Yeah, it's connected. The other thing, what was that? That was number
Yes.
3. Yes.
3.
Yes.
Not 3.
And so I do feel like I'm fulfilling my soul's purpose. Like my voice is getting where it's supposed to be.
Same.
And if it's just one person, like, and I kid you not, after every live, there is one person that says, I needed this. And so it's like, that's for me, that's like better than any money, any, it's just like, okay,
That's
guys.
the best feeling, Aisha. That's the best feeling.
So
I've gotten a lot of messages, comments like that too. And it's such a good feeling.
yes.
Like that I inspire them or I motivate them. It's just, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah. And you've done well. 28, finished medical school. You got to take the test. And then, hey, Misty. And then what's from
Hi,
there?
Misty. How's it going?
It works. I, of course, will vet the guest, and she is welcome to vet me. I have her link now. Okay, thank you, Derek. And so for me, number 2, and Derek often uses the word, I'm gonna misquote him, but he talks about having affinity for people that you've never seen. And
Having what?
affinity. Am I saying that right, Derek? For people that you've never actually physically met. Don't tell me if I'm saying you're right.
Misty, it's me, says I'm waving
Yeah.
at the screen.
We're waving back. Hi, Missy. But number 2 for me is I have gained a virtual community, like a
Oh, definitely.
community of genuine followers, genuine supporters, like-minded people. And it's like, so I know my family and my friends will support me. But having that community with other content creators that
Yeah.
understand when I come into the room, I need to hit the like button. When I come into the room, I need to share it to another platform. When I come into the room, those type of things.
Honestly, it feels, I don't even see people in real life anymore. I swear, I'm always in my room, like grinding or at home grinding. But dang, it's so crazy. Like, it feels like we all meet up every single day. We
Yeah.
always see each other every single day.
Yeah. And I know that can be so scary because I remember I saw a picture where a family was in a house together and all of them had like different electronic devices. And
Yeah.
the person it was actually a great photography, what do you call it? Like a showcasing. And so
Okay.
like they showed the pictures of the people with the phone and it didn't look abnormal, like it looked normal. And then they did those very same pictures without the phones, but everybody's body was still in the same position. And
Yeah.
that didn't look normal. It looked strange. And so I definitely think we have to figure out the balance. Derek says an affinity. Amazing how this internet makes you like someone that you've never met. My affinity for the host's passion having never walked a day with her. Scary when you think about it is.
Yeah,
Like,
I
if
agree
I go
there.
live and I don't see Derek, or if I go over to the TR show and I don't see Derek, he may get 1-2 days, but day number 3 is like, hey, anybody seen Derek? Had
I agree.
yeah.
I
And you
agree.
would think with millions of people on YouTube, but there's just like Angela
Eric is
Young.
completely, absolutely right.
Hey, the BBK, how you doing?
Hi, BBK.
She's amazing as well.
I've never connected with the BBK.
Really, like she's one of those people that has definitely blessed me with knowledge and wisdom, as well as she reminds me a lot of my mom. Like she just tells you the truth, and what you do with it is on you. But
Yeah.
if you don't take the advice, then don't come back asking me about it again because I done told you once. And so Dre said, yeah, I said that the other day. She reminds me a lot of my mom.
Yeah,
But I'm
just that the
so
other
grateful.
Drace. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my husband.
Aw,
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
he's
He's
cool.
nice. That's that would be on my things that I didn't know. Like you, because as a content creator, you are literally the executive producer, the writer, the what is
You're
it?
a one-man show, pretty much.
Man, you are responsible for decorations, attire, content. Like
It's a lot of work.
I was like, Jesus,
People don't
I don't
know.
have the stuff I
People
want to
just
talk
have
about.
no idea.
Yeah, and get off. And no, you got to study. And if you're coming with um, topic where a news topic, you got to make sure you got your sources
Yep.
or research. And so, yes, it's a lot. Okay, BBK, thank you for even stopping in, honey. So yeah, that was my number 2. Just having a community and connecting with people um like in this last month, I can't even tell you how many people that we've met that we like have a genuine relationship with. We talk to, we
Yep.
just almost
I've
every
met so
day.
many amazing people on here.
Yeah. And it's like
This is
my
you're the second person I've like basically FaceTimed, I guess we could say,
Mhm.
face to face. But you and
Ah,
Charlene and I have FaceTimed. I
your
love
twin.
Charlene. I don't know if you know Charlene.
Yeah, she's your twin.
Huh?
Your twin.
Yeah,
Literally.
my twin. So yeah, it's awesome because like it's crazy because like you'll see that one person on live stream and they can't see you, or you can't see them. But then when you FaceTime each other, it's like nothing. Like it's so normal
Hmm.
because you guys see each other on FaceTime. So it's just
That happened with me with Taste Buds from Philly. Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
I think we met maybe on your page, and
Okay, yeah. We're friends.
she
Facebook's
found
yep.
me on Instagram, and we started talking back and forth on Instagram, and she video called me so we could talk about
Oh
something. And
yeah,
from there, it was just, I follow her mom, I follow her sister,
yeah.
just, yeah, like
It's crazy. Like it's a community. It's a family.
it's real deal, like real deal.
It
Everybody
is a real
knows
deal.
somebody.
Yeah.
And so my number 1 um, is kind of, we just already went into it. I talked about the virtual community, but then the number 1 is the genuine relationships uh,
Yeah.
that form, but from all over the world, like Modest Nation in
Yeah.
Jamaica. I
I
think it's
agree.
Jamaica.
There's just so many people from like Denmark,
Whole
Jamaica,
family. I'm trying to think who is it. This in Australia.
Australia, yeah.
It's just everywhere, and it's like,
All over the world, all over the United States. There's
yes,
Canadians. Then
yes,
there's like all over the country, I mean, all over the world. It's amazing.
yes,
And now I'm gonna visit, and I know at least I'll have a couple friends there.
yes, yes, yes. Like the amount of people that I met from Baltimore, or like places I really go, like Philly. Though I have a friend that lives in Philly, but still, when I do go, I can meet other people.
Exactly.
Miss Rose,
Exactly.
like Miss Aisha, I'm gonna step out on faith. I normally don't connect with folks I'm not familiar with. You will be featured live on YouTube this weekend on the strength of Aisha. Aw, thank you, Derek.
What is that?
So he's gonna feature you on his channel just because he knows me. And so
Aw.
the cool thing about him, I met him in the TR show, and at that time I didn't have any content because I wasn't a content creator. People will
Oh,
say, what's your channel? I don't have a channel. Like I became a part of the royal family over there before I even had a channel, just because I like going over there. I like the music,
right.
we are funny, we have fun in the chat, and
Thank you, Derek.
so Derek was like, he didn't. I don't think he knew I saw that comment, but he basically was like, I don't know her. She ain't got no content out. I don't just follow people like that. And he followed me and has been a faithful supporter ever since.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
awesome.
great.
See, that's the thing. These genuine friends, these genuine supporters mean the world.
Yeah.
I swear, sometimes I think like your YouTube friends are like better than your real friends. They're just more supportive.
Definitely supportive. I mean, I've
People
only had one real friend.
who have more better genuine intentions than the people that know you.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's crazy. Like at least like a couple, there's like really genuine friends, So it's nice. It's a great community.
Yes. Because
You honestly see yourself growing. Like these videos are like our milestones. Like they are not milestone. Maybe like what I'm trying to say. Like you'll be able to look back on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
definitely they track our milestones, but
they track our milestones and like we'll see how far we've come.
Yeah.
And like I have a video on like the real reasons why I started YouTube, and it's like I love that video because all those 10 reasons are so important to me, and like just like mental health, self-representation. Like I want to see people that look like me, self-representation, mental health, just like helping others, inspiring others, pushing myself, pushing my public like speaking. Like I was so scared of like public speaking and like just pushing yourself and putting yourself out onto the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can do that, you guys, like you're unstoppable. I look like a hot mess all the time. I look like a hot mess right now. I look like a hot mess all the time on my live streams, but people like actually like that because I look real.
It's authentic.
It's authentic. Like instead of like coming on all like makeup and like full blown like lashes, not like no, I don't got time for that.
I don't even think I've done a live without my glasses yet. Like, yeah, I get lip gloss. I'll give you lip gloss.
Yeah, no. There's obviously days where my hair is straight and like I'll do my brows a little bit and put lip gloss on.
Girl, these brows have been like this on every video, and each time I'd be like, Lord, I need to do something.
Same. I need to get something done. Yeah, but yeah, and like now that the gyms are open, I'm gonna be starting like a weight loss vlog journey. Hopefully, my family's like, you can't go to the gym yet, and I'm like, they're just worried about like what's going on and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with your family. Let me just say, baby, do not trust this. What is it? Well, you went to medical school. Don't trust this process of opening up right now. Especially with numbers still spiking. And I honestly think, having dealt with it ourselves genuinely, that people don't know what, like they thought they knew. It's kind of like a flu strand that went different.
And like the vaccine is not going to come out like right away either. Like it's going to take a little bit of time. Like obviously they're like fully on it and stuff, but like the proper vaccine, it's going to take a little bit more time.
I'm sure it's going to take a lot of time, but
we have to do a lot of trials on that. Vaccines take like years, but they're like fast tracking it for like in like a couple months, but still it's going to take time. It's me. I had weight loss surgery. Oh, did you really? Bariatric surgery. Yeah, so for me, I personally want to do like psychiatry or family medicine. Just like I tried so long. Aw. Do you feel better though? That's why those surgeries are there for, to help you.
Yeah. And again, we shouldn't even shame about that. Like,
the sleeve. Yeah. The sleeve. Yep. It basically kind of like The sleeve is on your stomach, your
Mm-hmm.
stomach out like at the bottom of it, and it makes you. They can take as long as they want with that vaccine. Yeah.
I'm with you, Dre, because we're not taking it.
Yeah.
I don't take the flu shot because every year you hear on the news.
I didn't take the flu shot this year, but
Yeah, you hear on the news this strand of the flu is different than what they had expected, and CPAP gone, blood pressure gone. That is
oh,
awesome, Misty.
that's awesome.
And there's nothing to be ashamed about. Like it happens. Sometimes our metabolism is just slower. I know for me, when my mother
Oh,
passed,
wow,
I lost a lot of weight, and then now it's slowly coming back.
yeah,
But I don't have the same energy that I had either. So
yeah.
different. It was something that Derek said that I
It's
wanted to.
crazy because weight is the underlying cause of a lot of diseases. I mean, and it's so cliche to be like, lose weight, lose weight. I know, but honestly, you guys, like as a doctor, losing weight is the key and like healthy diet. So,
And then for some people, it's hard because they don't even really know what a healthy diet is. I know I
yeah.
went through a period of trying to eat healthy, and I had to go to the doctor for something, and she said, "Are you fasting?" And I was like, "No." She says, "Your body is in ketosis," and I'm like, "What does that mean?"
Oh
And she
gosh,
was
yeah.
like, "It's like you're
It's like
basically."
when you're at ketones in your urine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "It's not intentional." Now, I may go some days where I don't eat until about 4 or 5, but that's because the day is so busy that I forget,
Right.
but it's not intentional. Like, not at
Yeah.
all. Not
Diabetics have can have diabetic ketoacidosis.
so what does that do?
Basically, like their blood pressure goes up. They have ketones in their urine,
Mhm.
which tells the body that it needs insulin like ASAP. So that's why like diabetics they have the insulin injections or like they'll have like saltine crackers near them. So like
Okay.
if they're feeling hypoglycemic, then they
Mhm.
can take those. So diabetes is a whole different, disease on itself that needs to be
Yeah.
taken care of, and your blood sugar needs to be controlled because as you age, there's a lot of different side effects that can happen. So you can
That is
like your
true.
sensation in your foot. There's called diabetic foot, and a lot of like neuropathies. So it's not a good thing. But if you can control it, that's good. There's a lot of medication, injections, insulin.
Yeah. That
Yeah, exactly, Dre. And it's not always just food. You have to also rest well and everything else. Exactly. You have
yeah.
to take care of your mind, body, and soul. You have to
Yes.
take care of all of it. If your mind's not right, your body's not going to be right. If your body's
Yes.
not going to be right.
Mhm. That's
I
always
know I've been through it. I've had my own. I've yeah. I hate like throwing that word, like the depression word, but I know how it is. I've gained weight. I've been through a lot in life at in such a small period of time. But I know how it feels.
yes,
I
God.
know
Yes. Um, Derek says confirmed. Hold on. Let's go back.
Hold on.
So YouTube is a way to get info supporters. This is Misty, and get your mind off of other stuff in life. Sometimes a great outlet. CeeLo said that's because when you no longer have secrets to hide, you are free to be. Hey, Ibo Shata. That is true. Um, Derek says confirmed. You get more people. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I do that when I can do this. Derek says confirmed. You get more love from people you never met. Many relatives forget about that. And with the blood relatives, I think it's kind of like, yeah, and I can't do nothing but be spiritual. How God told Jesus that you won't be accepted in your own city. It's not that they're not accepting of you, but it's like, girl, you that little girl that I changed your pamper. You ain't got nothing to tell me, honey. I done been through some stuff. You ain't been through nothing. You don't understand, that type of thing. But I am thankful that I do have a lot of family support. Now,
That's
friend support, I have one that is here faithfully, um, and she rallies behind me. She's already like, okay, so who's helping you with this? Who's helping you with that? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it.
Oh, Aisha, you're honestly so genuine. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, oh my gosh, you
That's
are
the
one of the most
basis of my
genuine
channel.
women I know on
Aw,
YouTube and in real life. No joke.
aw, thank you. Thank
No,
you.
you guys, she was on my live stream yesterday, and she watches the video. She'll come back on the live stream, and she'll leave a genuine comment and be like, "I love this video," and then she'll even say a little bit about like she doesn't have to. She knows we're all grinding, we're all hustling, and like I'm thinking for myself. I'm always like, I'm just always on the go. I'm always hustling. But like,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of like humbles me because I'm like, wow, look at Aisha. Like she takes the time to like really, and I'm just calling myself out. Like I've always been real like that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. It's a really great trait, and
Aw,
you think about it and you remember that. And I think you definitely stand out. So I'm just being honest.
I appreciate it. I,
Yeah,
but I like to do that so I can actually know the person. Like, is it
yeah.
Miss Sheena? I think the other lady name was Tracy Talk Talk
Tracy was
Talk.
in there yesterday.
Yeah, and to see her and her husband, and she's about to drive an 18-wheeler, and they're taking the family on the trip. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. The kids are gonna remember that.
Yeah,
Um, CeeLo said, "True, it's important that family support family, just support and not judge." And I agree. And
yeah,
that's one of the beauties of being on here. Like, I'm very adamant about this is a safe space. We can talk about whatever, and
exactly.
we're not gonna judge. It's a safe place.
I agree, Misty. I agree. Dre, CEO or CEO?
Yeah, Dre.
Dre. Okay. I was like trying to say like Keo, and I'm like, wait, that's not right. Dre. Yeah,
Derek said,
I
where's the
agree.
comment? Derek said,
It's crazy. Like you just like friends on YouTube, you just have like a different community. Like when you tell your family and friends, like this is what I do. I'm on YouTube, but like yeah, they might get it, but like they really don't. When you're in live streams or when you're in live chats with people, like it's just a different type of like friendship.
yes, I agree. And I often tell my children, you don't throw the word friend around so loosely, but you do get genuine
Yeah.
connections with people.
Oh, you do. Yeah, definitely.
And so
You
it's
get it when you put out.
yes. So much so that people that thought they didn't like you find out like, oh wait, I think I
Yeah.
might like her. Um So I think that's cool. Derek says, all I see on YouTube is connecting with whom I believe are good people, supporting good content, and learning. And I agree because we can all learn from each other as well. But like you, I can also say I hadn't shared this before, but I will because think a little bit at a time because the whole goal is God didn't allow me to go through any of the things that I went through to not be able to share them with somebody else. And so, like with depression, one of the things that I tell people all the time is open your blinds. That's the first thing you do in the morning. Open your blinds, let the sun come in. It's something about the sun coming
That's a
in
good one.
that just makes it,
Yeah.
makes the atmosphere in the room change. Unless you're super tired. Like Thursday,
Yeah.
my daughter didn't go to bed till 2:49 Friday morning. So
Oh
I
no.
was so tired that I fell asleep yesterday with the light on and the blinds open, and it just was
Yeah.
nothing I could do. But if you're not tired, yes. Derek says here that some kid named Ethan was one of the first people to take the experimental virus shot. He and all the monkeys took sick from it. That vaccine was scrapped. Is there a link for that, Derek? Because I would love to go back. So, with you being in medical school and me having gone through my list out on my uh, second, I always do it after show, a little small video. I'll share my list again. But I think you would probably be intrigued by some of the diagnoses that are considered rare and somehow made a way to my home. I had 2 brain surgeries in 2016 due to
Oh wow.
anal Chiari malformation.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know what that is.
I
Yeah.
have 2 children. One was grown, and the other was probably about 15. And I'd been asking about him getting they actually even gave him a vaccine because I was like, why does he walk bend over like that? Like, I know he walked just like his daddy. Um, they have Charcot Marie tooth. I was like, what? A who?
Oh, they have Charcot-Marie tooth.
Yes. And
Oh,
so they got it from their dad, and their dad got it from their mom. I picked great men. Things. um, so yeah, and then I have my youngest daughter with her with her she has autism, nonverbal, apraxia, pica. The list could go
oh.
on and on. One day I may just do a video about her. And then when my mother
Like
passed,
as like when she's eating like ice or dirt.
she's a little bit advanced in that. She's had
Oh,
a penny to come through, crayon, balloon,
oh, okay.
rubber glove, that type of stuff.
I guess like in the medical books. That's what they say.
Mhm. Yeah, and then she was also born with malrotation.
She was having what? Oh,
She was born with malrotation.
oh, okay. Like
hmm And so her intestines were upside down. Yeah.
upside down.
So I was like, Lord, we have the whole DSM-5 over
Oh,
here. And I didn't even start with my brother who like cerebral palsy, but my brother doesn't have half of his cerebellum is missing, and he walks.
oh wow.
Not
Okay.
steady, but he walks. No wheelchair, no nothing. So it's like,
Right, right.
God, what? We
Yeah.
defy science over here. And my husband said, "Host, watch yourself. I got you, babe." Um,
Mhm.
Misty said, "Let me go back." Um, Misty says they think it's easy, but YouTube does. Baby, YouTube is not a hobby. I don't. I don't want anybody to come over here thinking that they have taken on a hobby.
Hobby.
This is real
That's
deal.
not the realest thing I've heard.
Yeah, like this is
But
real
YouTube
deal
is
work.
not a hobby. This is like a
Um,
full-time one-man job.
I need a team. Like I'm looking at my
I
kids because
need
like
a
they're old enough to help. Like
Get your kids to help you.
no, they're like, Mama. They know it's work. Obviously,
They know it's
it is work.
this is
Um,
guys, it's a lot of work. But it's
yeah.
you don't really need a lot. Like you don't need any money to start. You just
True.
do it. You get use a phone, you use your laptop,
hmm
and you're good to go.
That's true. I started
You
with
want
my laptop. Um,
to the malformation caused you. You probably had really bad headaches and like blurry vision.
uh-huh. Um, I didn't find
Yeah.
out about it until I was in until 2014.
Oh,
Yep. And so real bad headaches.
yeah, because your intracranial pressure is like increased.
hmm that whole my brain is too big for my head. But yeah. And so I didn't have a minor what do they call it? Where the tonsils were
Oh yeah, yep. Herniated.
yes, it was
Yeah, you guys. So
yeah,
it's like when there's like a part in your brain, like
the
I don't
stem
know, like
the
the
stem.
stem of it,
hmm
and it gets herniated. So it's like
hmm
it's like compressed. So
Just
then they get
tell me what
increased
it is.
ice.
Mhm.
You get increased pressure in your brain. And it's going to cause a lot of bad headaches. You're going to have like really bad vision. It's just going to be like blurry or like you're just not going to be able to see properly.
Yeah, headache,
Vomiting, dizziness.
dizziness, losing the feeling in your hands and legs,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, because it's
feeling
affecting your
like
nerves.
crap. Like truthfully, some days you just feel like crap, like you just can't do it. Um, and the thing about the surgery is, so I went to a pain doctor first because I did everything I could to not have surgery because again, my youngest daughter had autism. Um,
Right.
and I did everything that I could to not have surgery, but I had to because my husband's fraternity brother was also a pain doctor, and he looked at my scans and he was like, "There's no amount of pain medicine." He was like, "There's some people and it's like, they have a malformation, or they it's low." He was like, "No, you really do." And he was like, "If it continues, you could lose your sight, the ability of your." He was like, "You don't want it to keep, you know, herniating."
Yeah.
And so, because I knew that the surgery wouldn't reverse any of the damage that was already done, I didn't want to take the chance of additional damage happening.
Progressing. Yeah.
But only for me to have a second one, because out of my neurologist, one of the best in the city, never experiencing any. And I asked the question. I said, has anybody ever been allergic to this dual graft?" And he was like, "No, never. I've never had trouble with that, honey. I had 2 months of legs not um where they would just give out. My hands went into
Oh,
palsy, my feet went into palsy, just crazy. 11 days in the hospital, infectious disease came in, trying to took several valves of blood. They were releasing pressure through spinal taps, and finally the neurosurgeon was like, "It's a 1% chance that it's the graft." I said, "Take it out." And my husband looked at me like we didn't have time to have a conversation, because I knew I couldn't live like this. I was like, "Take it out." And he was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Take it out." And he took it out, and that graft looked like something had just chopped away at it. It was a hole in the middle. He showed my husband the picture. It just looked like my body was attacking it. It like, because
oh
it was supposed to be there. So they had to go back in and use the lining of my brain to kind of close it up. So that was one of the things that kind of had me upset about the recent police incident. I'm like, do I have to wear something that says my neck is sensitive? My husband said
yeah.
no spinal taps. It was bad. It was
Yeah.
bad. But I came out.
Oh my God, numerous
Hallelujah.
spinal taps. Oh God,
Um,
straight.
and
Um,
then my pressure would be like what do you call it? The fluid pressure. It would be like 32. Like it would be way too high. Um, and so that would explain all of the other stuff. And
so
Misty said,
did
"Is it
like after
hereditary?"
all of that, did you feel a lot more better? You
After
said
the second one. Yes, after the second one, I was up walking the same day. I walked around the ICU praying for everybody else as they were on vents, and yeah.
so you okay, good.
Mhm. Yeah, I was trying to see, somebody said something was hereditary. Oh yeah, hereditary. Host watch yourself. um, Misty, did I answer your question with the symptoms that I had? I try not to remember most of them
Yeah.
until they pop
I
up.
blame you. When did this happen, Aisha?
2016. So
Okay.
the first surgery was June 24th, 2016, and the
Oh
second
wow.
one was September 30th,
It's like
2016.
a 4-year anniversary shoot.
Yeah,
And then what was your second one?
September 30th
Okay.
of 2016. Yeah.
So
Um,
2016 was pretty rough.
my husband said night and day difference. I agree.
Night and day
I
difference.
couldn't have made it the way that it was after the first. Like my body really rejected that graft,
Yeah, the graft wasn't gonna help. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work.
but it also made me realize. Um, the doctor was like, the thing that you need to remember is you need to be healthy, because if your body is rejecting this, it's going to reject an organ. And it made me think about all three of my pregnancies. I threatened miscarriage with all of my children. And so it's like my body just didn't. I mean, I think it's a blessing because it kind of just won't accept anything, and it's fighting like it's supposed to fight. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was something. I'm definitely, that's one of the ones. I think it's September, that's Rare Disease Month. I try to keep up with the awareness. And so I'm going to talk about the things that I know, because never hearing of Charcot Marie Tooth, and I got a child that's almost grown, and just feeling horrible just about certain parts of it, because we noticed certain things, but I just attributed it to, oh, her daddy does that, so I didn't think anything crazy about it. Um, but yeah, I will encourage you, if you go into the medical family practice, to always listen to your parents. Um, yeah, you went to school, but parents see things that you may not see. And so take some of those things into account. And if you go into psychiatry, just remember that every culture is different. And so some people think, oh, they just want to get you on that medicine and have you around here crazy, and not realizing, no, honey, you need to take some medicine so you're not around here crazy. So,
Right. Chloe, what is
oh,
that exactly?
so
Charcoal?
Charcot-Marie-Tooth,
Yeah.
Charcot-Marie-Tooth is a muscular nerve.
Yeah.
It depends. They could, what is it?
A degenerative disorder of like
Yeah.
the nerves of the arms, legs.
Mm-hmm. And so a good example is like my son, certain things they can't do with their like some people can wiggle their toes like that. They're not able to do that. Buttoning up clothes was kind of hard for them. My son plays drums very well, but he doesn't play it the technique that is typically taught. He had to accommodate to what he needed. Another one is not being balanced, falling a lot, which was something that we noticed. Legs pain. I remember my son was so little, and I felt so horrible because he would complain about his legs. I'm like, boy, you all right? Come on, you're too young to be talking about your legs hurt. And then when I found it out, I just was like, God, oh my God, he was hurting all that time for real, and I didn't know it. So they're followed now by the muscular dystrophy, and I mean, it's something that they inherited from their father and their grandmother. They're living, doing well. I just told my kids that I just think that God allowed us to find out exactly what it is so that they can do the things that they need to do to remain healthy, and so that when they get to having children, they know what to start doing as far as stretching their Achilles and just regular type of things. So it's not a bad thing. Sometimes you need to know these things just so you can be better, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, helps watch just watch just. I'm still tickled at you, Dre. Um, so yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad thing. She danced like a professional dancer and never went to any type of dance academy or anything. So yeah, it was just. But I think it's still one of those things that God is like, okay, talk about it. But I just need him to know that I don't need him to bring.
It's good because you're awareing others too, you know. Like,
And then this just like we have a friend who has a son that is with the Deborah or Deborah Foundation, and that's because her children were born with layers of skin that wasn't there, so it looks like they've been burned, but had never seen it before. Like she had it growing up, but didn't know what it was. Never really seen it before until she had them, and it took a couple of doctors before. I think he probably was about 2 or going on 2 before a doctor was able to tell her exactly what it was. Yeah.
wow.
So it's a lot of stuff out here that we don't know about,
Yeah.
that we learn about, and that we need to make awareness of.
I don't like
I'm definitely gonna do a video on no pill shaming. Yeah, because we got to get past that. I think there are definitely organic ways, and we should try them too. But let's not be shaming people. Yes, Derek says the more you know. Yeah.
well, you know.
Not only that too. When you know better, you do better.
Yeah, exactly.
Process. But yes, Rose. So I wanted. Is there anything that you would have added extra on the list that YouTube surprised you or was unexpected?
I mean, you guys, I think if you want to do YouTube, don't delay it. Start now. I started during quarantine. Start now. You don't need crazy equipment. You don't need past experience,
Yeah.
past skills. You'll learn on the way. Everyone is just learning. Every week I'm learning about different YouTube guidelines and rules and regulations. We're all learning together.
Mm-hmm.
And like Aisha said, you will find your friends. You will find a community that supports you, and it's so insane. It's like a crazy feeling. And when you come online, go on live streams, you go on people's videos, and you comment, and you see others familiar faces. It's a family. It's truly a family. Also, if you have not live streamed, try it. Check it out. You're gonna love it. You're gonna fall in love, and you're gonna be addicted. So, YouTube is a hustle, but it's worth it.
It's work. Yeah.
It's work.
It's not a hobby. Like,
Not a
I
hobby.
don't want anybody to think that part-time job, maybe if you're not putting out a lot of content, but a hobby, find you something better, a lot easier.
YouTube is not a
No
hobby.
revenue.
You gotta put that hustle if you want to see it.
Yeah, I would say there is no revenue unless
Very soon though, too. What, it took you 2 months? 1 month? Less than a month? 2 months? Less than 2 months.
to do what?
To hit 1K?
I hadn't hit 1K yet.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I'm so far from 1K. I hadn't
Wait,
even
what are
hit
you at right now?
100 yet.
Oh, okay. You were talking earlier about how I hit 1K?
Yes, and I felt like I did it. I was like, yes, we made it. You know.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No,
wait, what are you talking
about? I was, yeah.
about?
Not yet, not
Oh,
yet.
you will. You will
Yeah,
soon.
I'm not worried.
Honestly, yeah. Live streams, you guys, is the key to it, honestly. Jumping on live streams.
Yeah.
To hit the 1K.
I'm not worried. CeeLo says you are not far from 1K. Just keep
Yeah,
going. Of course.
you are not. You're not far from 1K.
I have like 430 something. I don't know.
That's not bad at all, though.
Ah.
Jump on, and on my live streams, she's dropping her link, so that's really gonna help her too. So
yeah, and I will say that on growth streams or love streams, for me, because I do make a genuine connect. Because one day I connected with 75 people, and I only had 35 to connect with me. And so I'm about to go do a cleanup.
Yeah.
On my subscription.
Yeah. Well, because if you're putting in that much,
Hey, Angela M.
Hi, Angela M.
She is so amazing. And when
I know Georgia.
Hey, Georgia Bulldogs. How are you? We're just at this point just chilling. We were talking about I shared 5 unexpected surprises that I got from YouTube, and one is I'll start with the top one because Angela M came in, and it's genuine relationships with people from all over the world that you never would have met. And Angela is one of those people that will support. She's not even a content creator, y'all, and she supports. Like, she is so huge and supporting, and I appreciate it. More.
I've got a few friends like that too that they're not content creators, but they are genuinely just following my journey, and it's so awesome.
And then you just have to be prepared to, how can I say it? Don't go into it expecting anything.
Yeah.
I will say, when I do follow, yes, I'd love for you to subscribe back. However, my content may not be what you want to see, and that's understandable.
Yeah,
it's understandable. So I don't know. I can't wait till you get to the how close or how much more time do you need with your watch hours?
My watch hours, I think it hasn't updated. So right now I'm at 1,600.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to send you a link to this page too that I read. You may have already read it, but it talked about the watch hours and how they calculate it.
Oh, really? How? What did it say?
Well, it talked about it's counted by the number of times a video is clicked, which if it's on autoplay, does that help or not? 30 seconds of time. So I guess that's the click rate or something. I don't know. Because like the after show video that I did, Lord help me, Thursday, it has somehow made it to like number 4 on the algorithm. Um, she said, Miss Shannon, I'm back. This my cleaning my house day. Teach me, teach me, teach me. My house is just as cluttered as my head. Facts. Facts. Um, but yeah, so I'll send you that link.
Wash hours are hard. They're hard to get.
Yeah.
I'm happy with 1,600.
Oh yeah, you're doing good. Shoot, I think I got like 48. um, so you're doing real good.
Because I know it's gonna update too. It hasn't updated in like 2 or 3 days, so I'm hoping for like 1,800 now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping 17.
I was like maybe more because I know I listened to you in my sleep last night and this morning. But then I realized I was like, wait a minute, are some of these because literally some of them I already watched and
yeah.
So I don't know. Like the live streams, I was on them. So are you gonna get credit for that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Okay. So guys, if all what is the hearts and minds are clear, I am going to go over to Tuber Chat so I can connect and grow. So if
Tuber Chat,
let's go. Yes, Kevin is the bomb. I'll be glad when I've been wanting to support him, but he didn't have a super chat option and I don't see like a cash app option. Though my card got hacked. So I don't even know how that.
Oh no.
Yeah. So nice to see you as well. We're headed over there too. So yeah, we're about to go, bro. Just Iseashia, what you see is what you get. Me too, girl. That's why we connect. I do not need.
Yes, Angela's facts.
If I don't meet, yeah, I do not. That's us. That's why we connect. That's it right there.
That's what's up, Angela.
Yeah,
that's my type of girl.
That's why we connect. Right there. Tuber. I'll type it in.
Tuber Chat, Nishana. They're awesome.
Let me get the link.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, Lord help me. It's definitely a great place to connect with others.
100%.
Tuber Chat. And then they have a which they're the reason why I'm on Reddit.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be. But I'll tell you also that is it TubeBuddy?
I don't understand Reddit, to be honest.
I don't either. But it may be one of those that's better on the computer than on hacking these YouTube streams. Yep, they did, baby. They got us, but that's okay. Hold on. Angela said, me brother Derek. That's the link. I should have put Tuber Chat and grow, but yeah. So I'm going to head over there because they just went live. And of course, Iseashia need to get more followers. Subscribers. I don't know what we call them over here.
Yeah.
Family. Community. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what will I call my people when I want to do something like tribal. Just because I like villages and tribes. It just, you stick together.
Yeah, exactly.
Much respect to you, Derek, from Greenville, Mississippi, by way of Philly. So yes, Rose, you and I, we will talk outside.
Yes.
Through streets. I will see you over in Tuber Chat if you're going over there. Definitely we need to talk about the growth stream. I'm thinking about doing one. I think I told you that before about I got a portfolio that I need to complete that I've yet started on.
Wait, what are you talking about? About what portfolio?
So I'm thinking about doing a live where I'm working on my portfolio and people can just come in and encourage me, like, keep going, you got it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Can I help? And I can say, yeah, I just finished this paper. Do you mind editing it for me? So
what are you working
on? Just trying to finish my last 28 hours of my bachelor's.
Oh, what are you doing it in?
It'll be professional stuff. Well, I'm sorry, organizational leadership, and it's a bachelor's in professional studies.
Awesome.
So the last 18 hours is about advocacy and empowerment. I got to make that part up. Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
really well.
I just got to make myself sit here and do it.
Yeah. Might as well put yourself on live stream.
That's what I said. And then that way people can be like, yeah, come on, you got it. You can do it. Keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see.
Yes.
I just don't know if I'll do it through here or through YouTube because I don't know that YouTube has a feature where I can let people come up.
I don't like let them do like this.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's why you're on StreamYard. This is StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard's awesome.
Dear guys, enjoying outside. Lovely weather here today. Okay. Well, y'all have a ball outside. I got to stay inside and try to get like Miss Rose over here. I'm not shooting for the 2 yet, but if I can just get to the 1.
We're gonna get you the 1, girl. We're gonna get you there.
Yeah. If I could just get to
we
the
will
1.
get you there.
Rose, thank you for joining me. You
Thank
are
you for
one
having
of
me.
the great parts or the great unexpected gifts that YouTube has given me as a new content creator. Actually, all of you are. Jaden, it's been a pleasure. Derek, oh my God, my brother, Miss Angela, yes, Miss Shauna. I just, even to my family, CeeLo, I'm trying to think. I can't even think what the other name is, but they're not on here. Misty is me. Brooke, she's not on here. The BBK, just everybody that has poured into me. TR.
Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Really, really appreciate it. We're here for you guys at all times.
Hopefully this time next month, y'all, I can be at that 1K.
I think you will. Earlier than that, boo.
That's the plan. That's the plan. But I love you guys. Love you, Rose. That is the end. I will see you over in the Tuber chat.
Yes.
You guys have an amazing weekend, and I'm sending lots of love, peace, joy, and blessings your way. Have an amazing day.
Bye, guys.
Rose, I can't thank you enough.
Aw, you're so